Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Colosseum. In the last episode, we defeated Scrub in the Relic Forest and caught his Hitmontop. This time, we are going to be heading after Vander on Mount Battle, who we got word was being attacked by Cypher. This is still post-commentary, if you couldn't tell by the fact that my speaking is not synced up entirely well with the game and my actions that I took in the game. Anytime you want to go to Mount Battle past me. Anytime. Like right now, maybe? Right now? Now? What about now? Is now a better time? Yeah? Okay. Cool music. It's terrible, terrible, I tell you, it's terrible! Mount Battle's under attack by a group of shady people. I'm so out of breath. Thinking about taking the Mount Battle challenge? Forget about it. I keep click. I hear Mount Battle's been taken over by a bunch of trainers that use weird Pokemon. That's strange because there's literally only one Shadow Pokemon on Mount Battle right now. I don't know what I was doing going around there. There's nothing there. The whole entrance area of Mount Battle is worthless. I don't know why I checked my party there. A bunch of creepy looking trainers came and started attacking other trainers without any warning. Those trainers, the Pokemon they had weren't normal any way you look at them. It looks like they're after Vander, who's an area leader, but why would anyone want to do that? I'd go help, but the best I've ever managed is 8 consecutive wins. I wouldn't get very far. Buddy, it's not that hard, okay? I'll prove to you how not that hard it is. After I heal, because, I prefer if my Pokemon were healthy when we're about to go into what is likely a trap. Yeah, okay, pass me. I already talked to him. This is the coupon exchange, but right now everything is suspended because of those horrible people. This is a distinguished place of training for honorable trainers. What is the meaning of this outrage? Those attackers. How dare they attack others without any regard for the rules? They're failures as trainers, but anyway. Oh yes, I'm the move deleter. Don't be shocked, but I can make Pokemon forget their moves. Would you like me to do that? Nope. So that guy can make your Pokemon forget any moves, including HMs, which for some reason you still can't forget in this game. You heard about us from Duking? You must be here to save us. You see, it was me who contacted Duking for help. I didn't think you would get here so quickly. But please be careful, the power of their Pokemon isn't normal. Got it. So what we have here is a gauntlet of 9 trainers before the boss, and quite frankly, I don't want to commentate all of them. So what you're seeing right now is just sped up footage of me fighting all 9 of them, and I'm just gonna be quiet here and let you listen to the awesome music that this game's soundtrack has to offer. Alright. You can actually earn some pretty good experience fighting those 9 trainers, so my team is looking pretty good for the upcoming boss. As you can see, his very Donkey Kong looking model off in the distance, he looks like a just big ol' hunk. I'm sure he talks like one too.
Fine. After all the persuading I did, you still won't hand it over? This is what happens to stubborn oafs who don't do as I say. You treacherous swine. How could you refuse to battle? Treacherous? You didn't think that a worm like you could win. All you had to do was hand over the time flute without making a fuss. It's your own fault for getting hurt. Since you're not cooperating, I don't have any choice but to haul you off to Ein's lab. Who are you? What were my underlings doing? That outfit of yours, you must be the troublemaker who messed with Scrub in Celebi's forest. And now you've come to mess with me, the great Dakim. Don't make me laugh. I'll pound a lesson into your flesh and bones so you'll never even think of bothering me again.
Dakim is going to lead with Matang, level 37, Steel Psychic type, clear body for the ability, so you cannot lower its stats. Knowing the moves Metal Claw, Psychic, Earthquake, and Protect. The other Pokemon he led with, I believe, was his Camerupt. Camerupt is level 38, Fire Ground type, Magma Armor for the ability. Knowing the moves Flamethrower, Earthquake, Takedown, and Protect. This is his strategy. He likes to use Pokemon that have Protect and Earthquake. Earthquake is a move that is 100 power, 100 accuracy, and it hits all Pokemon on the field, including your own allies, except for the user. It's a very powerful strategy to have your partner Pokemon use Protect and then the other one use Earthquake. Later on, when I get an Earthquake TM, I actually use this a lot for the rest of the game from that point onward. Just because it's a very, very good strategy. And this is something I actually really like about this game. All of the Cypher admins in this game use a unique strategy that could work for competitive in Gen 3. And I really like that. It makes them not only seem more threatening overall because they seem to know what they're doing with their Pokemon, but also it legitimately just makes them more threatening as bosses. Next up, Marshtomp, level 36, Water Ground type, Torrent for the ability, knowing the moves Muddy Water, Mudshot, Stomp, and Mud Slap. Thing's moveset is kind of a joke, but the issue is it doesn't take a lot of damage from much of anything, so you're going to have one hell of a time trying to take it down. Unless you use Espeon, because Espeon can really realistically take down most things pretty easily. So, good thing I switched to Solaris there. Critical hit, yeah, that was a critical hit on Marshtomp with neutral effective damage, and it did almost nothing. And that was with Stab, too. Marshtomp isn't really a joke at this point. This Confusion should probably take it down, though. Yep. Oh, at level 36, Solaris is learning Psybeam. This is basically just an upgrade to Confusion. 15 more base power and still has a chance of Confusion, so... yeah. Poof. There goes Confusion. Alright, next up is his Golem, level 38, Rock Ground type, Rock Head for the ability so it can't take recoil damage, knowing the moves Rock Throw, Earthquake, Double Edge, and Protect. This is one of the few Pokemon in the game you'll see with Rockhead that actually can use that to its advantage because of that Double Edge. Double Edge won't do any damage to it in recoil just because of its ability. It's a powerful Pokemon, and if you want to see what I mean, it didn't go down in one hit to a 4-time super effective Surf, so that Golem means business if it ever gets to attack, which is pretty rare that it does. Finally, his Entei. If you couldn't tell by the fact that this boss has a shadow Pokemon, Entei is it. Entei is level 40, Fire type, pressure for the ability, knowing the moves Shadow Rush, Leer, Bite, and Fire Blast. As a Pokemon, Entei is... I mean, it's a legendary Pokemon, what do you expect? None of its stats go below 75, and the only stat that is 75 is Special Defense. Everything else is higher, so that's already saying something. Entei is very good at doing a lot of damage very quickly. That is its whole thing, really. It has 100 in its speed stat, which is nothing to laugh at. There's, like, it will outspeed most Pokemon that aren't meant to go fast. Sunny Day can power up that Fire Blast quite a lot, though contrary to popular belief, it doesn't actually make it so Fire Blast can never miss. And that Bite isn't bad for type coverage either. One thing that really holds Entei back is the fact that Fire is a special type in this generation, and its attack stat is much higher than its special attack. But even still, if you can get a TM for Rock Slide or Earthquake or anything, Entei can use it very well, and that's not to say it can't use Fire-type moves either. That Fire Blast will still do a ton of damage when it connects, thanks to the 90 in its special attack, and that can be boosted further by Sunny Day. Overall, Entei's really good. I wouldn't ever use it on my team just because it's a legendary Pokemon. There's only one of the legendary Pokemon in this game that I've used on my team before, and that's just because I really like it aesthetically. It's not Entei. Entei just kind of makes me uncomfortable because of the third movie, where Entei has like a really hot voice, and it's just uncomfortable because it's coming out of this like lion creature thing. Also, the artwork on this bio is actually official artwork for Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Just so it's clear, I'm not trying to steal art from anybody, because I've made that mistake in the past, and, well, I'm not gonna do it again. Alright, so my main strategy here with this Entei is just to keep, like, bombarding it with lower power moves that, like, can't knock it out. Because I know if I knock out this Entei, I will get a second chance, but it's not going to be for a real long time. Because you get a second chance for every Shadow Pokemon in the game, contrary to what I say throughout this series. I actually didn't know you got a second chance until after, I think after, like, the 4th Cypher admin, which is the final one. So, yeah, my bad if I've misled anybody into thinking that you can never get a second chance for some Shadow Pokemon, because every single Shadow Pokemon gets a second chance. They never lock you out of 100% completion, but it is still helpful to catch this Entei here if you can, because it is going to be much harder later on when your Pokemon are all, like, way higher than level 40. One. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2.
Gah! You meddlesome pest! The way you handled those Pokemon with your audacious skill. Who are you?
Master Dakim.
Ah, scrub. You were hopelessly outclassed against him. You had zero chance of winning. I'm pulling out for now. You go to Ein's lab and help out there.
As you wish, sir.
This isn't over yet. Stronger Pokemon are being made even now. You'd better get serious about training your Pokemon for our next meeting.
And like a badass, he just jumps off a cliff. That's one way to get out of here before the police can show up. I mean, literally the only police throughout the entirety of the Ore region are the police officers in Pyrite Town, so... Oh, that wasn't an experience I'd ever want to have again. I'm glad you came to my rescue. Thank you. I'm Vander. I'm an area leader here at Mount Battle. I'm Rui, and this is Wes. We're glad to see you. What you've told me explained a lot. Thanks to you, I know exactly why they attacked us. This is the Time Flute. I happened to find it while I was on my training trek. It's said that the Time Flute will summon Celebi, but just once. There must be something about Celebi that frightens them. They obviously don't want Celebi to encounter Shadow Pokemon. But let's not spend any more time here. Let's go back. But here, I want you to have this. But are you certain? May we really have something this precious? Of course you may. I'd rather have you use that Time Flute than have those crooks take it by force. Use it and save the Shadow Pokemon from their sinister plans. And we will do that, but not quite yet, as far as I know. Unless I do that in, like, the few remaining minutes of this video. Anyway. You do get a TM in that chest for Steel Wing. This is a move that most Flying-type Pokemon can learn. It's a Steel-type move with a chance to increase the defense stat. But with that, that's really all I wanted to get done for this episode, even back when I was recording it. So, we defeated Dakim here at Mount Battle, we captured his Entei, and we're one step closer to solving this entire crisis with the Shadow Pokemon. Next time on Pokemon Colosseum, we'll be heading back to Agate Village. See you guys then.